How's it going, everyone? Welcome to Will It Be a Classic, the show where we talk about movies from the last couple of years and speculate on how they will be regarded in the next couple of years. I've got John on for another episode because why not?
Yeah.
And today we are talking about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem, the new Ninja Turtles movie that came out like last week or 2 weeks ago or some shit like that. Um, we have not talked about this movie
No.
since you've seen it. So, what initial your thoughts?
I loved it. I
Okay.
wanna I wanna do Sniz with Superfly.
Okay.
That guy's cool as shit. Yeah, I liked Ice Cube.
Mhm.
I loved it. I thought the animation was really cool. I thought the writing was really good. It's like one of the best kids movies
Yeah.
I can think of from recently. I thought it rocked. It
Hell,
rocked my socks. It made me cry. I cried at this movie.
what scene made you cry?
Just the thought of being a Ninja Turtle,
Yeah, I get that
being
actually.
a
Yeah.
green sewer monster.
Yeah.
I started crying.
It was
I,
sad when they were watching Ferris Bueller.
Oh, I don't even. Oh yeah,
They were
yeah,
watching
yeah,
Ferris
right.
Bueller. That's so
Yeah,
interesting. Ferris Bueller is coming up a lot today.
yeah. I watched that last night.
Um, so yeah, again,
What did you think of
I
of
loved
Ninja
so I
Turtles?
loved Ninja Turtles. I remember coworker, a mutual coworker of ours.
Phil.
Yeah, Phil. Phil and I went and saw Ninja Turtles, and it was like the first movie in a long time that I remember just belly laughing. And like
Yeah,
Phil and I both were just in our seats laughing hysterically at so many different parts of this movie. Um, like when Paul Rudd, Mondo Gecko comes up. I,
mhm.
I remember leaning into Phil and I was just like, I think this is just Paul Rudd just talking to people.
Yeah,
Like this doesn't feel like a character. And like I loved it. It was amazing. Ice Cube was hilarious. We're gonna be jumping around a lot because I love this movie and I do have a lot to say about it. Um, but the one thing I think that stood above everything else was the animation.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I fell in love with the animation style of this movie.
Hmm.
It was like it was like animation, but it felt like stop motion at some, or like certain points. Like when Superfly at the end became like that like big kaiju sort of thing.
Yeah.
Um, he in like certain scenes it like he looked almost like a stop motion creature.
Hmm.
Um, yeah,
It mixes a lot of like animation. I mean, I don't know anything about how this movie was made, but the way it looks, it seems like it's mixing all these different types of animation together. You know, like the Spideyverse movies.
yeah.
Um,
The marketing made it seem like it looked almost like Spider Verse stuff, but really watching it, it's its own thing. Like I loved when there was like
I
an
like this more than
explosion.
Spider-Verse.
Same,
Yeah.
honestly, same. Because like one of the things that I liked is like if there was like an explosion or something, you would see like these like really messy like scribbles
Yeah.
like
Right.
fly out.
Right.
And I thought that was kind of cool where it was like it had such a almost like a street art kind of look to it on top of like the
Yeah.
stop motion
Right.
sort of look. So it was just a weird like combination of like as you said like these different styles that just
Hmm.
looked amazing on the big screen. Like I can't wait to buy this movie in 4K.
Yeah, I'd love to see like some special features or something. Like I'd like to know
I'd like
like
to see
how
behind
they
the
put this
scenes.
together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are
Yeah.
there any like characters or anything like specifically like I know that you mentioned Superfly.
Yeah.
Um
Would you have sex with a fly monster?
what what? I'm
I've
sorry, what?
been thinking about this all day. Like if like Superfly wanted to rail me, I maybe, you know? I think that he has some serious steez. I think yeah, I love this movie. I think it will be a classic. Yeah, I think so.
Um
I'm not sure if I would do it with a gecko though.
I would probably fuck Mondo Gecko before I fucked
Flies
Superfly.
puke a lot.
Yeah, it made shit and
Yeah.
puke. And yeah, Mondo Gecko just seems like a cool dude. He seems like a very giving lover. I don't know why we're talking about these characters
We
right
could
now.
move on.
This has been okay.
Um, I yeah, I liked a lot of the characters. I like Master Splinter. I like that he's kind of like a racist dad. Yeah,
I
this is
love Jackie
it's
Chan.
a
Yeah,
great
Jackie Chan. The milking jokes were hilarious.
it's Jackie Chan.
That's
That's
Jackie
who
Chan.
plays Master Splinter.
Yeah,
Whoa.
yeah.
I haven't thought of him since that like cartoon show.
The Jackie Chan Adventures.
Yeah. And it
That's a
had like
good
a
show.
dragon.
Yeah, that was a
Hmm.
good show. That was a goated show.
Yeah.
Um,
Where's our
he was in a
multi-million
movie.
dollar remake of that
He was in a
with different
movie
animation
a couple of
styles?
years ago called The Foreigner with him and Pierce Brosnan, where like his daughter dies and he's like going to like I think it's like the UN or something, and he's like, my daughter died, like fucking do something about it. And Pierce Brosnan is like, fuck off, no.
Mm,
And he's like, Jackie Chan's character kind of becomes like a weird terrorist in a sense.
mm.
Um,
Not unlike the Ninja Turtles,
yeah. It's a good movie though.
The Foreigner,
Yeah, I recommend it.
a companion piece to Ninja Turtles.
Yes, yes, a perfect companion piece. But Ninja Turtles, in terms of villains, besides Superfly, are there any like villains that are your favorite?
No.
No, just okay.
No, I really like I think one of my favorite scenes in the movie is when they like pull up to meet Superfly for the first time and they think he's gonna be a human and you know they have that the Bruno Mars and Gucci Mane
Yeah,
song playing and it's like I know I'm Superfly. I've
yeah,
been listening to that a lot lately.
that's pretty cool.
Um when they pop out and they're all kind of like grooving to it, you know, it was such a delightful moment. I like that
It
whole
was,
posse
yeah.
of villains.
Everything. I think. So on that scene, were
And
there any like?
I like that they end up being good. You
Yeah,
know, I like
I
that
love that
I
the
love
bad guys are
yeah.
good guys. I
Yeah.
love that. Like,
That they
because
they don't really want to be evil, you
yeah,
know.
again, I mean, I do think Mondo Gecko was my favorite mutant. I guess we'll just refer to
Yeah.
them as. I think Mondo Gecko was my favorite mutant. Um, and that's just because I mean, Paul Rudd is so fucking likable, even as a
Yeah.
gecko.
Yeah.
Um, but even like Bebop and Rocksteady, even though they didn't have very much to
That's
do,
what I'm thinking is there's not really a whole lot of depth to any of them.
no, there
But
because there's
super
just so many
besides
of them.
Superfly,
Yeah,
you
I mean,
know,
there's
he
just so many of them that it's
mhm.
hard, and because it is still a kids family movie, sort of thing. That I mean, you can't make like a 2.5 hour. I mean,
Right,
you
where
could,
it's like they explore
yeah,
every
I mean, you
character's,
could, and I know for like
everyone
us
gets
adults,
an
we would
arc.
probably love that.
Yeah.
I would love a 2.5 hour Ninja Turtles movie.
I'm satisfied with what I got.
I am
I'm
satisfied.
I'm I'm happy with the length
I
that
will
it
say, if
was.
they released a director's cut, I'd probably be all
The
about that though.
Snyder cut.
No.
They got like
I mean, I like the Snyder
they
cut,
got
but
like Ninja Turtles like torturing each other, pulling each other's teeth out.
I mean, if they do like a Ronin, if they do like the Ronin adaptation, that'll get pretty dark.
And oh, is that the original Ninja Turtles comic?
Well, no,
Ronin.
so Ronin, no, Ronin was a run where um three of the Ninja Turtles die.
Hmm.
And there's one that's set out on a quest for like vigilante justice, basically. And he's like
Oh,
murdering.
that's sick.
Most of the time it's Raphael.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a video game. I'm not a gamer, but there's gonna
Yeah.
be a video game for it.
Interesting. Huh.
Yeah. It,
There have been many Ninja Turtles video games that are beloved. There's the arcade game,
I was gonna
and
say
that's
the
the whole
arcade
list.
game. I remember that pissing me the fuck off.
I played that recently. I was hitting buttons and killing ninjas, and I got hit by a wrecking ball.
It's a tough game, man.
You know what? Life's not easy,
Yeah,
especially when you're a Ninja Turtle.
that's true.
You know what I like about this movie is that it's about these mutant freaks who just want to be accepted into society,
Yeah.
but you know, if they have to literally like save the planet. Like the movie ends with them being like they get to go to high school and they get accepted into society,
How did you
but
feel about that?
they have to kill Superfly to do
Well,
that.
so okay.
It's not like like the arc isn't that humanity comes to realize that Ninja Turtles are okay. It's that they're like out of like, just like sympathy or empathy. It's like they accept them once they've fought a giant fly whale.
I mean, they kind of the humans at the end of the movie like helped them fight the giant fly whale horseman.
That's true. But if I was them, I would help too.
Yeah.
Not out of love for turtles, but out of self-preservation.
I love turtles.
I was a huge turtle kid. I had like little rubber turtle toys. I love turtles
I
and Ninja Turtles.
turtles they're just cool fucking animals, dude.
Yeah.
But
It'd be sad to be a Ninja Turtle.
yeah.
So sad that the thought makes me cry.
How did you feel about the end of the movie where the turtles are actually going to high school? Because that's never been
I think
done.
that's cute. Yeah, I like that. I think that's a good
Oh, that was cool.
yeah, absolutely. I thought that was they got what they wanted. That's like what the whole movie's kind of,
I think
that's what they all want,
I think it'll be interesting to kind of see where it goes in the sequel.
I like that they're not heroes. Like when the movie starts, it's not like the Ninja Turtles are like a team of guys who do ninja stuff to fight Shredder. They're like literally just teenagers living underneath the sewers who sneak around and steal
And
food.
they're like young teenagers too.
Yeah, this
which
is
was
the
kind of funny.
youngest
Yeah.
depiction of them.
Yeah.
They're the guys who do these voices, they did a great job. Yeah, it really has the energy of like annoying teenagers.
I loved Donatello, dude. Donatello was my favorite. Donatello's always been my favorite Ninja Turtle.
What Ninja Turtle are you? BuzzFeed quiz. Answer these 100 questions.
Honestly, I don't know because like I'm not smart, so I'm not Donatello.
Yeah.
I'm not a leader, so I'm not
No.
Leonardo.
Yeah.
I'm not like gruff and tough, so I'm not Raphael.
No.
And I'm not silly.
Donatello.
I'm not silly enough for Michelangelo. You're Michelangelo, very
I'm
much.
definitely Michelangelo. I think we're all Michelangelos in the end of the day.
We're all a little bit of the turtles.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the turtles are a little bit of us, all of them.
That's very sweet.
But Donatello has always been my favorite Ninja Turtle.
He's the party animal.
No.
Oh wait. Oh, he's the smart guy. Yeah.
He's the dirty one.
Yeah, purple.
Yeah, and
purple with a stick.
Yeah, and I love the joke about like, why do I just have this long stick? And then when like fucking they break into the car, and I've talking about Phil again. Phil and I, when I walked into work, the first thing I said to Phil was, "Oh no!" And now he's mollywopping me. That was the first thing I said to him.
Yeah, I like that this is a kids movie that brings up mollywopping.
Dude, that is one of my favorite.
I'm not positive what mollywopping is. I'm not sure.
Very old-timey domestic abusey, but
I think mollywopping is a more recent term.
Really?
Yeah.
It feels like a 1920s sort of like I'm like
she got mollywopped.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
I mean, maybe it's the cycle of history. Maybe every 100 years mollywopping comes back.
Yeah,
in the 1700s they're getting mollywopped in the field.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, that's oh my god.
Wow. All right.
You take that out.
No, that is staying in for sure.
Oh no. I was just talking about farmers generically.
But I'm glad that Donatello was the one that got to say it because his voice seemed like so like high pitched and screechy, and I like that all of the different turtles had their like such distinct personalities.
Yeah, I don't know. I felt they kind of meld together for me a little bit. Besides Leonardo,
really?
To me the movie kind of felt like Leonardo.
The only thing was maybe I felt like Michelangelo wasn't like silly enough.
Yeah, I found myself thinking that like, where's the party animal?
Yeah, but otherwise I thought
never
like
shaking up cans of soda pop and spraying them.
But like I thought
all over
like
the turtles.
they they did a good job of making Donatello kind of nerdy, but like today's kind of like the nerd, like loves
Yeah,
like K-pop and like
right.
is
Kind of like
into
an
sort of
anime
like that.
dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
love right. Like he was what was
That's
the anime that they were talking? Attack on Titan.
yeah, they're
That
into
was a big
Attack
one.
on
Yeah,
Titan.
they were
Right.
talking about that, and so it's
Yeah. I mean it's like I this is like one of the best like updates to a franchise that I can
oh
think
yeah,
of.
great way to
And
modernize it.
it's in that way it's also like Spideyverse in that not just
Yeah,
like the animation stuff, but it's also kind of like this you know the story, we're rebooting it, we're making it, this new thing that's gonna resonate more with youth today, but not in like a corny way, and
right.
in a way that's done with care and
Yeah.
love.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Like
it
this is
definitely felt like
this is
it.
like a revitalized Ninja Turtles that's gonna appeal more to people like in the Gen Z people. But it's not like a cash grab. It's
No.
still like a project out of love for Ninja Turtles and just film, I guess, and animation.
Oh yeah. I mean, 100% love for animation and for uh the Ninja Turtles. Like I I know like Seth Rogen was like kind of like the spearhead for a lot of this, or he was at least
I did
like the
not know that.
figurehead. Yeah.
Is he a character?
He plays either Bebop or Rocksteady.
Ah, cool.
Um
Yeah, that makes sense.
like the scene where John Cena plays the other one. John Cena and
Oh, really?
Seth Rogen are Bebop and Rocksteady, yeah.
Hmm.
Or Rocksteady and Bebop. I don't remember which one was which, but um, yeah. But Seth Rogen like clearly just had so much passion for this movie
Right.
and was like super excited to hopefully get like a newer generation, into Ninja
Yeah.
Turtles because the Michael Bay Ninja Turtle movies did not do anything
I
for
didn't watch
anyone.
that. Yeah.
The first one not good. The second one actually
Filmed partially in Buffalo, New York.
really. Oh,
Yeah, they
that's
had to
not.
shut down some road for that. I don't
I didn't know
drive,
that.
but
But
people were mad. They got helicopters going up and down the street all night.
um, second one was a little bit better, but by then it was too little, too late, and
Mm.
so it. But again, it was just a CGI kind of mess a lot of the time with it.
Transformers, Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, and it was in the first one at least. It was very clear that Michael Bay like shadow directed that movie. Um,
Oh, it wasn't directed by him?
no, he was
Oh,
a producer, but everything about it was like this
very
is
Michael
Michael Bay.
Bay.
Yeah,
Y.
the look of it, the editing, the explosions, just everything. Um,
I liked April O'Neil in this. I
yeah.
thought
Oh, I love.
that was
Yeah,
good
and
interpretation of the
yeah, back to
character.
the animated movie. Yeah,
That she's like
she's
this
great.
queasy nerd,
I
you
love
know?
that she puked.
Yeah. I think yeah. Another
Um,
another good way to update the character from, the
uh,
original.
did you
And
look at her like notepad when they kind of quick cut to it?
no.
Phil actually caught this where it said
Phil.
where, where it says like ask the one in the red bandana if he's ever stabbed anyone or how many
Yeah.
people he stabbed.
Yeah.
And that was really funny. Um yeah, I thought
That's
she was
that's something
great.
that I've always been waiting for in a Ninja Turtles movie is like a head getting chopped off or something.
It's not gonna happen unless they go rated R.
Well, oh, yeah. Yeah.
um
Or they could do like
that's
yeah, yeah.
probably what the Ronin video game is going to be.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Um
Well, I hope. I
yeah.
hope.
I might actually go out and buy a game console for that one.
What?
That might be the game that gets me to finally
Turns you
buy.
into a gamer. Bro,
Well,
you're gonna have stats.
yeah, bro.
I got 200 kills
I'll
and
be Ponin noobs. Is that still a
Ninja
thing?
Turtle.
Is
Oh yeah.
Ponin noob still a phrase?
Noobs are still getting pwned.
Noobs
Yeah.
are still getting pwned. Okay, cool.
Every night. In
Um,
Apex and Fortnite, I pwn noobs.
all right. So I think it's pretty safe to say that in the next 10 to 20
Yeah.
years, this
Will it
movie,
be a classic?
I
Will it be a classic?
think this movie is definitely going to be pretty well regarded. Um, I think people are going to constantly go back to this movie. There's a television show already being made.
What?
Yep, on Paramount Plus.
Man,
They're making a
of
TV show
course. Yeah,
spinoff that I
yeah,
think is supposed to like kind of follow like each of the turtles, kind of like doing their like high school thing.
yeah.
The next movie, I'm pretty sure Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 has already been greenlit. So that's cool. So whenever like the writer's strike and everything ends,
Ah,
they'll,
so maybe like 2045 we'll be
you
getting
know,
Ninja Turtles too.
yeah, um, maybe if we're that lucky. But yeah, I think that trying to think.
Will it be a classic? Do you think it's going to be more of a classic than the like 80s Ninja Turtle movies? What do you think? Do you think this is better than those?
I will say, I mean, on a purely technical level, yes. Like, yes.
Yeah,
Like even I understand
yeah.
nothing, like I am not taking anything away from those Jim Henson designs because holy
Those puppets
shit,
are cool.
they're
Yeah,
amazing.
those
Those are people
costumes.
in those
Yeah,
costumes with the
right.
animatronic heads. Like those are amazing. Those first two movies.
Mhm.
Um, but just on like filmmaking, acting, like writing,
It's a better
the
movie.
the like
Yeah.
the new movie, the new Ninja Turtles has the no diggity scene, that fight scene
Mm,
with no diggity,
remind
where
me.
it's like going around. Um,
Pulling it up on YouTube.
yeah, let's see if it's on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, no diggity. I love this phone or this thing.
No diggity. Oh, you know what I think needs to be mentioned is how sick the soundtrack to this movie
The
is.
soundtrack to this movie is amazing.
Yeah,
Um,
on Old Dirty Bastard, Gucci Mane, like we mentioned earlier.
um, yeah, I love like just and again like the animation is amazing in this because I like how just kind of rough it looks. I might be able to play like a couple of clips from this
Mhm.
behind us actually.
It's kind of got like a Paranorman vibe now that I think about it.
A little bit, yeah, right.
Look,
Which
it
I'm
looks like
here
the
for
stuff from
stop
that
motion
studio.
too. So
You're right, right.
um, but yeah, it's I don't know if it's maybe just like I wonder if like they like played with like the frame rate of this movie.
Definitely, yeah, definitely something that
To,
they fooled around with.
yeah. Um, I just want to get to the no diggity part. No, this isn't the no diggity part. Whatever. Whatever. There's a scene where they're fighting and they play no diggity and like it cuts to them in like all these different
Oh,
scenes.
yeah, 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 yeah.
And that's
It's like
like
a
one
little
of my
montage,
favorite scenes. Yeah, it's the montage scene.
right?
And that's like my favorite scene of the whole movie. Also,
Yeah,
I love,
I like the way they edit that.
yeah, and I like that song too.
Yeah,
That
right.
song is awesome.
Yeah, the soundtrack of this movie
The soundtrack to this
rips.
movie is fucking
Yeah,
amazing.
they had Trent Reznor. I think he like composed the
Yeah,
score or
yeah,
something.
he did. He was like the music supervisor or
Yeah,
something. Yeah,
yeah, tough.
it was just so good. Like the soundtrack to this movie was amazing, and it was a lot of like throwback, like R&B, like hip hop stuff, which was just
Yeah,
so cool. And
but stuff
especially
that people still listen to,
stuff that people
like
still listen to,
you
but it
could
was so
conceive of four turtles who live underneath Brooklyn
yeah.
listening to this
Like
music,
that's
you
what I like
know?
though is that because like even the music, because I will say this going back to kind of the the 90s Ninja Turtles was like the music didn't have any personality. Not
Yeah.
really.
I
Music
mean, I
and
couldn't really
yeah,
tell
the
you.
music
Yeah.
in the new Ninja Turtles has so much personality. Like
Mhm.
it's just because as you said, it feels like music that yeah they would just listen to.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, man, if I was a Ninja Turtle, I'd be bumping ODB and Wu-Tang and
hell yeah.
Gooch. I'd be a cool turtle, that's for sure.
Yeah, dude. I mean, again, I to answer your question, I do like this more than the original Ninja Turtles
Yeah.
movies.
Yeah.
I do. I definitely do. It's a movie that I honestly I can't wait. to watch again.
I almost saw it again.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I want to
I
see it
thought
again.
about
So
going to
if you're down to
theaters
go see
again.
it again,
Yeah,
let's
I
go see
would.
it again because I really want to watch this movie again. I honestly thought it was so much fun. And I'm sure seeing it a second time, there's probably gonna be even just more stuff that
Yeah,
I'll
it's a
catch on to.
movie packed with detail. And
Oh,
I
there's
gotta
so
say,
much.
I saw the new Spidey verse movie.
I still haven't seen it yet.
Um, this one
You like it more?
mollywops
Yeah,
Spidey verse too.
that's awesome.
That's what I would say.
I mean, it, yeah, I love this movie. It is definitely going to be considered a classic. I think, especially for like Gen Z and everything, I do think this is a movie that, I mean, I'm not Gen Z, but I think watching it, this is something that will resonate with everyone.
The youngsters.
Not just the youngsters, though. I think because, like, again, when
Yeah,
Phil and I
no,
were going, I mean,
this definitely
Phil
hits for the
is,
older, Ninja Turtles fans,
yeah, I mean, Phil is like
I
10
think.
years older than me.
Hmm.
And so, like, he's either in like the tail end of our generation or like the tail end or the start,
Tail
whatever.
beginning.
Yeah, the tail beginning. Um, but and him and I both laughing. Kids and parents and stuff all behind us and
Yeah.
around us in the theater, all laughing, all loving it. And it's like,
Dude, I felt like a freak at my screening.
was it just
It's, I walked in and I had the cup they gave me at the theater for my water, and I brought like a tall boy in, and I was drinking my I was getting trashed in the theater,
oh my
and like I'm
god.
fucking watching the Paw Patrol trailer with all these like families around me. Smell like liquor. I just smoked like a day old joint. I got like a half burnout cigarette in my front pocket. I start crying. Dude, I was a freak at Ninja Turtles. I don't know if I could go to another one of these. I might get banned from AMC on Main Street. But yeah, it's a classic. I fucking love this movie. It's a classic. Will it be a classic?
I think we can end it there. Thanks everyone for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Um, you
Did you
good?
feel like a freak at your theater when you were seeing when you were it's like the Trolls
No,
3
no,
trailer?
Phil and I were just chilling and vibing, bro.
Maybe I'm overly sensitive.
I think
Yeah,
think you went to a kids movie with malt liquor.
yeah, I was a scumbag. Getting trash, they can hear the cans opening.
All right, we'll see. We'll see you guys next time.